Today, we're going to tear down a really short but incredibly unsettling story called The Gravity of the Park. We're going to look at how just a few well-chosen words can build this amazing sense of dread, turning something totally normal into the stuff of nightmares. Let's get into it.
So this is really the whole point of what we're doing today. The story takes a place we all know, right? A public park. And with just a couple of small details, it twists it into something, well, something deeply disturbing. So, how does it pull that off? Let's start from the top.
To make something truly scary, you first have to establish what's normal, what feels safe. You need that baseline of reality before you can just completely shatter it, and that is exactly where this story begins. The story opens up with imagery that's just meant to be comforting and familiar. A simple shortcut, a park, that soft light of fading spring sunshine. The whole scene is basically designed to put the character and us completely at ease.
Okay, this is a really crucial detail. It grounds us in how the main character, Derek, is feeling. He's not just walking through, he's connecting with the scene, feeling nostalgic. And that connection to his safe, happy past, it makes us lower our guard, which makes what's coming next so much more effective.
So, after building up this perfect little bubble of safety, this story introduces the very first crack, the first tiny sign that something is just profoundly wrong here.
The author lets that comfortable scene just hang there for a moment before it all shifts. So what is it? What's the very first signal we get that something is seriously off in this peaceful-looking park?
And here it is. The first clue isn't something he sees or hears. It's a physical feeling, a tingling sensation at the base of his neck. This is such a classic, powerful tool for building suspense. It's that primal animal instinct that tells you you're being watched, that danger is close. It's subtle, it's internal, and it is completely unnerving.
All right, and now we get to the critical pivot point of the whole story. This is the moment where that subtle, creepy feeling turns into an overt, surreal, and honestly unforgettable image. But before the big reveal, the author gives us one last look at the normal world. It kind of works as an anchor to reality, right? Reminding us of the most ordinary, lively thing you could possibly see in a park. This detail makes what comes next even more shocking. This is the turn. Prompted by that weird, tingling feeling, our guy stops, and his gaze, and ours, is pulled upward. I mean, what could possibly be above the children that would make a person just freeze in their tracks? The reveal is delivered so calmly, in such a simple sentence, and that makes the image 10 times more chilling. It's not birds, it's not kites, it's adults, suspended, and completely motionless. The real horror isn't just in what he sees, but in how quiet and impossible it all is.
The key here, the thing that makes this so scary, is the contrast. Down on the ground, you have everything that represents life and energy, kids, playing, movement. And then directly above them, you have the absolute opposite. Total stillness, silence, this uncanny frozen picture of adults. It's this impossible contradiction that creates the story's unique brand of terror.
So once this impossible image is out there, the focus snaps right back to Derek. I mean, how does a person even react to seeing the laws of physics just break? In this last part, we see him go from being a horrified observer to a helpless participant. The horror suddenly becomes very real and very visceral through his physical reaction. This is no longer just some bizarre sight in the distance. It's an event that is now physically affecting him, signaling that he's in immediate danger.
The way the story describes his final moments is so effective. It's not a dramatic attack. It's not a monster. It's just a cold, inevitable process. He tries to move, he struggles, and then he just starts to rise. All control is gone. He's not being chased, he is simply becoming the next piece in this silent, horrifying display.
And that's where we're left, with Derek just rising up into that silent, motionless sky. The story gives us zero explanation, no resolution, which leads us to our final, nagging question. What is this force? Is it some kind of metaphor for the inescapable pull of adulthood, maybe losing childhood freedom? Or something else entirely? The story never says, leaving the true horror to float around in our own imaginations. So what do you think it all means?